It's week 4 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Ravens and the Rams on Thursday night primetime.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of, and oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down at Stafford. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, first and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Play action. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll play fake it at Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the Rams had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Stafford to Higbee there, Rams first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll fake it. Now Stafford being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Stafford. Shoves him away. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to get...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, it's Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So we have reached halftime with a touch. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Stafford. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the set. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And take it right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start with the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
To the 27-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Man open is Robinson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Stafford. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Akers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd down and goal. Stafford, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Escaping the pressure right. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd down at 5. Here's Jackson. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Jackson completes it again to Gage. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Again, Jackson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Nifty move. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going right back to Akers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They need to walk in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.